see. That natural juice. Peace, peace, peace. Peace and love, y'all. Peace, peace, peace. We live on TikTok, Instagram. Pardon the delays. I know we were supposed to go at 8. Okay, peace, peace, peace. Peace and love. Make sure you share. Make sure you share. Okay, make sure you get your contracts, family. We getting straight to it. No funny business. We getting straight to it. I have a lot to give today. All right, 88,000. Okay, 88,000. I just want to say we appreciate everybody on Instagram for rocking with us. All right, through the tough times, through the great times. Okay, peace and love, family. Peace and love. We live on TikTok. TikTok, we at 50K followers. We're going to get there, though. We're going to get there. All right, so y'all make sure y'all share this. I'm going to go over a bunch of information. All right, I'm going to go over a bunch of information, family. Okay, get your notebooks, get your pens, all right? And also get your contracts, all right? Get your contracts if you can, all right? Just to let everybody know, all right, all classes are $88 for celebrating us reaching 88,000 followers on Instagram. All of my classes are $88.88 each. Okay, so yes, all right, the contract exposed class that I have is originally $250, but now it is $88. All right, the never pay rent again course that I have is normally $250. It is now $88. Okay, $88. All right, $88. This sale will go on for a week. All right, this sale will go on for a week. Okay, that's just to give those that really helped us get to 88,000. All right, the next discount will be when we get to 100,000. All right, I'm gonna do something very amazing once we get to 100,000. All right, especially on TikTok, especially on Instagram. All right, we're also on YouTube as well, family. We're also on YouTube as well. All right, our payment processor is back rolling. Okay, our payment processor is back rolling. All right, we was going through some difficult times. All right, Stripe, Squarespace, all that. Okay, it's now rolling. All right, for those that want to go ahead and take advantage of those discounted courses, we are live, family. We are live. You can go ahead and click the link in my bio and go ahead and grab that. All right, peace and love, J. Coverload. Peace, peace, family. Welcome. All right, welcome. All right, welcome. Make sure y'all share it. All right, share this live with anybody that is paying monthly on a car. Tag anybody you know that is paying monthly on rent. Tag anybody that you know that is paying monthly on a mortgage. All right, we got some information to go over, family. We got some information to go over for sure. Okay, for sure. All right, so for everybody that is in a contract, okay. Oh yeah, Path to Freedom. Appreciate that. Everybody's coming from over there. Appreciate that. Okay, that woman is amazing. Okay, that's I'm definitely gonna say that, y'all. Okay, that woman is amazing. I had to really put my ego to the side and really understand what the universe was sending my way. All right, and I just want to say shout outs to Path to Freedom, y'all. If y'all can follow that page, definitely follow that page. It's a lot to learn. Okay, that page is whew. All right, shout out to that whole camp. All right. But yes, all right, everybody, we have a discount, 88 for all classes, all right. Now, my beginner course is still 50. Okay, my beginner course is still 50. All right, that's for anybody. That's for anybody. Okay? Now, enough of the selling of the courses. All right? Because to be honest with y'all, that's not why I'm here. Okay? Be honest with you. That's not why we're here. We're here to inform, bring awareness, family. All right? And an overstanding. All right? Every time we wake up every day, y'all, you got to understand, what are you about to do and what are you doing it for? A lot of us that are uninformed wake up and the first thing we do is go to work. If we're not going to work, we are thinking about ways to find some work. Right? Right or wrong? Okay? This live is going to be very informative, family. Okay? We're not going to rush it. It's not going to be too much hooping and hollering. Okay, straight information. All right, but with a lot of this information, all right, you really got to come to this with a correct mindset, family. All right, now I know I get on here and clown a lot. All right, I get on here and, you already know how we do things over here. All right, but when it's at the end of the day, okay, the mindset is already there. And what is the mindset that I'm talking about? All right, being a competitor. A lot of you did not play team sports in high school. I'm going to say it again. A lot of you did not play team sports in high school. All right, for those that did play team sports, rather you was trash or rather you was the best person on the team, you understood how to basically operate in a team-like setting. Meaning, okay, now I might not get all the shots this game. Okay, I might not get all the shots, but let me rebound. Okay, I might not get all the shots. I might not get all the rebounds, but let me play defense. Okay, my team needs me to play defense. My team don't need me to shoot a shot, so I'm gonna play the best defense. Y'all see how understanding your part, and you can't worry about no one else's. All right, this journey, no matter what process you're doing, no matter which process you're doing, family. All right, you have to be a competitor. Why? Because there's on the opposite side of you, they are competing for your credit. Okay? They are literally competing for your credit. When we read things like 15 USC 1601, I'm going to say it again. That's 15 USC 1601. All right? When we read things like that, all right, especially in the first paragraph, part A, it says that these financial institutions are in competition. When I read that word, I'm like, oh, snap. What is Congress talking about? What competition? What are they talking about? Okay? Understanding when we go into business, when we're given our applications, family, there is a game that is being played. And if you aren't playing any defense, there are going to be a lot of offensive plays made against you. Now, what do I mean by that? Meaning, when I walk into an establishment and I give my application, if I don't give that application with instructions and I just hand that over to the corporation, guess what they can do? They can give me a contract with already promised terms on it. Have y'all ever realized on our contracts, if you really read it, a lot of the information says the promises you made. Now, I know I ain't crazy. But I know when you read in those terms, when you actually read your contract, I know you didn't physically or directly tell them, hey, I promise to give you a security interest. I promise to give you all my proceeds. I promise to give you all my... Did we verbally say that? No. We didn't, right? Right? Meaning we didn't even put up a fight. They slid us a sheet of paper over and said, hey, here's the terms and conditions. You can read over them. When you're done, just sign at the bottom. But they never say, hey, read over this. If you don't like it, let us know the terms that you don't like and we can negotiate. They don't never say that, do they? Never. Do they? They slide it over and be like, what they gonna say? And then we get it. We act like we reading it. Ain't reading nothing. We just trying to see how much it's gonna be. All right. And where we signed that. We not reading the terms. Yeah, we're just agreeing like retards. Exactly. We're just agreeing. That's like going into a football game and saying, defense, we just gonna let them score a touchdown. All right, we just go ahead and let them score. We showed up to the game and we feel like that's all we got to do. Family, there is a performance that is supposed to be made. Now, remember, all right, now one of my favorite people, okay, my opinion, this is my opinion, one of my favorite people is John F. Kennedy, family. Okay, somebody said they got their 11-year-old. Listen, I promise I won't do any curse words. Okay, one of my favorite people is John F. Kennedy. Why is John F. Kennedy one of my favorite people? Okay, because in 1962, John F. Kennedy, okay, released the Consumer Bill of Rights. And in those Consumer Bill of Rights, all right, one of those rights was the right to redress. Okay, now when you understand the power to be able to redress a situation, that simply means, in today's terms, let me put it in layman's terms, meaning if I put on an outfit and I'm feeling fresh and for some reason I sip my drink and I get a spill, okay, I can either walk out the house or go redress myself. Now, which one should I do? Should I go ahead and still walk out even though I'm about to have a big stain on my shirt? Or should I just go redress and put on the nicer shirt? I'm a redress. Okay, so if I'm in business, meaning if I lolly did not read the contract, just signed and got the car, and then one day I woke up and actually read the contract and said, whoa, by golly, I do not mean to give them my security interest. Right then, I can go ahead and redress the contract, long as it doesn't affect the other party. Now, does it affect the other party if I come forth and say, hey, I don't need you to hold my proceeds anymore? I have capacity to contract. Okay, I'm not a minor. All right, and I'm coming forth to claim what is owed to my principal. Did y'all know that all debts are owed to the principal? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know all debts owed are owed to the principal? Dang, somebody flagged my post for hate. We're not here to have any hate speech. I don't know who's trying to report TikTok. I apologize to anyone that's feeling like I'm giving any hate speech. We're not. Okay. All right. But let's proceed. If TikTok knocks us out, TikTok knocks it out. If they knock us out on TikTok, y'all, just come on over to Instagram. All right. So let's continue. All right. So you got to remember, the principle, family, it's all about the principle. When you really grasp that thought, all debts are owed to the principal. I'm going to say it 2 more times. All debts are owed to the principal. All debts are owed to the principal. Now, what I mean by that is all debts are owed to your all caps name. Guess who the principal is, family? Guess who the principal is? Turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, guess who the principal is? Okay? And then I want you to understand who the principal is. Guess who the principal is, family? The principal is your government name. Yes, I want you to turn to your other neighbor and say, my principal is the government name. Did you know that? Did you know my principal is the government name? That's why they say, hey, what is your government name when you go fill out applications? You're doing business in your government name. So I hope that clears up a lot, because a lot of people's getting confused by, well, who's owed who's owed what? What do you mean I'm not supposed to pay? I never said you're not supposed to pay. All right, you're just not supposed to use income. You're supposed to be using interest. Because when you read the Bill of Exchange Act, especially in Part 2, all right, it talks about how the only real way to pay a bill is with a interest. Okay, it's with a, all right, just go read it. Go read Part 2 of the Bill of Exchange. You're going to read Part A. It says only way to pay a bill is with interest. Now, if you take that small piece of information and go ahead and type in 12 USC 1431 in your Google search box, All right, I'm going to say it again because I might be talking too fast. Okay? What you're going to do when you go from the bill of exchange, part 2, it doesn't matter which bill of exchange you go to, family. Please don't hold yourself up trying to find the right bill of exchange. Just go to bill of exchange, okay, and find part 2 where it talks about the sum of. All right, it talks about the only way to pay a bill is with the sum of interest. Okay, and after you see that, I want you to stop, go to your Google search bar, and type in 12 USC 1431. All right, I'm not going to say what it says. Can somebody tell me what does 12 USC 1431 cover? And again, I'm not here to give any legal advice. I'm just here to show people how to study and read. That is all, nothing more, nothing less. I'm not here to give you any legal advice. This is for entertainment. All right, information, all right, and awareness purposes. Okay, now can somebody please tell me what 12 USC 1431 covers? All right, appreciate that DC dude. All right, it says the banks are the borrowers. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Whoever's watching this right now, trust and believe you just heard something that can really change your life if you really dive into it. Okay? Forget the messenger. Hear the message. 12 USC 1431. Now, do I have this stuff written down? No, I don't. Now, did I have it written down when I was first learning this stuff? Yes, but now it's all downloaded here. Now, if I get in any situation where I can't get to the internet, I don't have this, I got it stored right here, family. This is the computer. This is the first computer. Okay? 12 USC 1431 specifically talks about powers and duties of banks. Because it's clear as day, consumers that's walking around here don't understand the powers and duties of the banks. Clearly, the consumers have given the banks too much power by way of non-response. Man, all right, once I really understood what was going on, y'all, I ain't gonna lie to you, I started laughing. Why I started laughing? Because I was like, oh my goodness, I just wanted to say thank you to the universe because there is a way out. I really thought I had to work the rest of my life. I really thought I was going to have to actually worry about a 401k. I really thought I was going to have to wait till I was 65 to get a retirement check. But lo and behold, the universe said, son, all right, you're 27 years old. I'm going to give you this information. It's on you to find out the rest. And I didn't look back, family. I did not look back at all. Okay? All right. I was mad, just like a lot of you. I was mad in the beginning, too. I was like, they're frauding us. But then the more I read, the more I seen how Congress was trying to help me. Instead of looking at things from a race standpoint, I started looking at things from a business standpoint. Okay? I started looking at a business standpoint. Started seeing like, oh my goodness, they are trying to help me. It's in the reads. It's right here in my face. It's literally saying the banks have powers and duties to borrow. I said, whoa, wait a minute. I said, whoa. The banks have power to borrow? It made me laugh so hard because I was like, that just sounds like such a lesser of a job. Like, okay, it sounds like your little brother or your little sister like aggravating you. They want to help you, and then you just kind of give them. So, okay, man, I'll let you go sweep the bathroom. All right, it's like, okay, you got powers and duties. We'll let you borrow. Because in Congress' eyes, they kind of anticipated consumers to already be competent of contracting. So they think, okay, bank, go ahead and borrow. We'll let you borrow. They didn't anticipate the banks using the consumer's ignorance against them. Because the banks, all they doing is pushing you a contract. We're supposed to read it and take it home. But a lot of us think it's supposed to be a quick transaction. Y'all just think about this. If any of y'all know anyone that is in a professional position, meaning football, basketball, could be a singer, artist, all right, when they sign contracts, family, that's not something that happens in seconds. Okay, there's terms and conditions that get signed, that get sent over. It's like, hey, how do you like this? Imagine LeBron not reading any of his contracts. If LeBron never read any of his contracts, his son wouldn't be in the NBA right now. Okay, and that's a positive. That's not a negative. That's a positive. Okay, he was able to structure his contracts using his leverage. Don't y'all know that we're supposed to be able to use the same style? Okay, we have leverage, family. We got more leverage than LeBron James. And shout outs to LeBron James. But y'all see how he's able to use his leverage based off his performance? Now, these type of analogies isn't going to make a sense to a lot of you that's never played sports before. I say this journey is exactly for those that have played sports, because if you really want to challenge yourself, all right, this is going to challenge you physically, definitely mentally. Oh my goodness. And if anybody has played on a high level, you understand the game is like 99% mental. You can have all the physical attributes. A lot of folks say, I can read, I can do it. I'm like, okay, you can read, but you're not scoring with what you're reading. The things you're doing now, you're not scoring. Okay? If you're working for income, you're not scoring, because there's no law that says you're supposed to be doing that. But there is law that says you're supposed to be using interest. So why would I focus on income if I'm supposed to be using interest? All right. The banks is the one that's saying we need income. But there is no law that says the banks has power to tell me I need to pay them with income. Nowhere. But there is a law, 12 USC 1431, for those that are following, that literally specifically says the banks have duties to borrow, and not only that, to give security. So if I give my application, which is a security interest, to the banks, I give them a duty to go perform that. All right, they're supposed to give me the benefits of that security, because that's what 12 USC 1431 says. Okay? Literally. Okay? Literally. Now, there's going to be people that's going to be working for the rest of their life, okay, because they don't want to read. Yes. Imagine getting mad because somebody's charging you to read to them, to tell you to read some information that you've never seen before. All right? Do y'all understand what school is, right? You understand you had to go to school to learn how to study, learn how to read. A lot of you didn't pay attention, and that's why you don't know how to study and read now. Okay, I wasn't an A honor roll student in school. Only reason why I kept my grades at a DC level, at a CD mediocre level, was so I can stay on the court, so I can stay on the field. That's it. All right, so I'm coming to y'all, not in a manner of I've always been this studious person. No, family. I didn't pick this study habits up until I was 26 years old. I'm 31 years old right now. Okay? Now, I don't never even think about my age, first and foremost. All right, so when you really understand this information, you stop thinking about age. I don't know where this information is going to take me in 5 years. I highly doubt I'll even be teaching in 5 years, because I'll be off doing something else. Yes, the brand will still be here. Okay, but me personally, y'all think I'm going to be getting on camera? Come on now. Okay? All right, but back to the lesson. All right, all debts are owed to the principal. Okay, now for those that's been paying attention, who is the principal? For those that is paying attention, who is the principals? Not your name, the government name. All right? I know what you mean when you say our name, but I'm just trying to show you how to be able to separate yourself. Okay? You have a government name. You have a government name. Your government name is your business name. Your government name is your business name. Your government name is your business name. Or we can say your legal person. All right? Once you understand your government name, all right, yes, we know it's an estate, my friend. We know it's an estate, but we got to keep it, because if I just say estate, then people say, hey, what is estate? We understand, my friend. And it's like people, and it's so cool to kind of see when people like just come in and don't understand, like, yo, there's beginners, family. There's people in here right now that's all on all different levels. There's people that just came in this first time ever hearing this information. There's some of you that's been studying this for 10, 20 years. All right? But there's some of you that hasn't had to study 10, 20 years, and you've been able to have results. Yeah, you can have a bunch of legal persons. I just made me 2 new businesses today. All right, yes, that's the power of business, family. Creating people. Creating persons. Now, that might go over a bunch of folks' heads. Okay? That might go over a bunch of people's heads. But we're here to create people. I just created 2 people today. All right? Yeah. Went down to the IRS.gov and created me 2 people. It took me 10 seconds to create 2 people. No, I'm lying. It took me 20 seconds to create 2 people. Yes, we are God, so we are here to create. If you don't feel like you're a God and you're nothing but a sinner, keep going to work. Okay? Keep going to work. All right? But God's children are people that can create. All right? If you don't like creating people, what are you here for? If you're not creating physical people, why aren't you creating business people then? Why aren't you? Come on now. It's like come on now. Are you here to help the nation or what? We need people. The more people, the more securities that are getting cashed in. Well, not cashed in. The more securities that can be collected. If I create 5 people and this 5th person works with my 3rd person and this 4th person donates money to my 3rd person and I control all of them, that's a beautiful thing right there. There's a bunch going on right there. It's a bunch going on. And then you can just be like, hey, stop it. I'm going to go ahead and cut this business off because this business is getting sued for whatever reason. All right? Or foreclosure or whatever. We can go ahead and close that business. Let them know we're broke. All right? Let them know we don't have any money. Bankrupt that. All right? And then create another business. Oh my gosh, I love America. Oh my gosh, I need to get some red, white, and blue and just what? Oh my God, if y'all knew me 5 years before this, we would not be talking like this. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I know some people thought I probably done got cloned or something. Like, he was not talking this way 5 years ago. He said, go at the government. I'm saying now, like, yo, I was an uninformed, angry, melanated person, and I'm here to rebuke all those ideas that I had, all that, and all them people convinced me that it's not my fault that I'm living like a lesser. It was me. It was the information. Okay? The lack of information. The more I read the Bible, and I ain't religious, I don't care who you worship. The more I read the Bible and it told me you will perish for the lack of knowledge, it made me understand, like, dang, everybody I'm around me is not knowledgeable. And then you meet people that think that they're around knowledgeable people because they know people with high levels of cash. Family, that's not knowledgeable. That's not knowledge. Okay? That's not knowledge. And then I had to realize, yo, the more I do, I'm gonna be doing things that's unheard of. All right. Of course, folks gonna say it's not true. It's scam. All right. Listen to who's saying it. Listen to who's saying it, y'all. Think of all the people that's ever said this stuff is scam, this stuff don't. Listen to who's saying it. Go look at them. No offense, because we've all been in certain situations, but just go look at them. Ask them their lifestyle. Every single person that says this is scam and this is not true, just ask them their lifestyle. And they're going to give you the same tune that we already know about. I got a successful business. I don't gotta scam the government. I can pay my bills. And I'm like, what? Do you hear yourself? What? I have insurance already. I have things set up for my child when I have a 401k that matches not $1, they match $2. So when I'm 66, I'm going to have an even bigger paycheck, and I'm doing it the right way. These uninformed people be with their chest out wrong, y'all. Just so wrong. It's so wrong. And I'd be cussing up a storm if it wasn't an 11-year-old watching right now. Okay? But folks are speaking with their chest out, and it's super duper wrong. Okay? Imagine being loud, honestly wrong. Oh my goodness. Imagine being honestly wrong. I'm going to say that one more time, because I don't even think y'all ever thought about that before. Imagine being honestly wrong. Meaning, you saying it with your heart. You believe it, but you're still wrong. And that's the type of people we dealing with. Say it with their chest. Say it with their chest. Okay? Now, we have to understand, these are people, so we got to think for them. All right? All right? We got to think for them. And y'all, I could definitely give a better example. I know we kind of give a lot of lower people shine on these platforms. Y'all know I get into the comments, get the back and forth with folks. Do y'all really know we could really just ignore them? Okay? I know that. Okay? We can just ignore them. And they're going to sit and wonder, why are people still buying his classes? Why is this guy still around? I thought he was going to be locked up already. He ain't locked up yet. I had a dude tell me that, inbox me and say, man, I'm just surprised you ain't locked up yet. I'm like, damn, bro, is that a compliment or something? I didn't know how he was going. He was just like, man, great work, though. I'm like, it's crazy. Okay? But for those that don't believe this, remember, they only don't believe because they've never read anything before, family. They've never read 12 USC 1431 and how the banks are the bars. You know how most people that don't believe this information, they'll go read that and say, that don't say anything about bills. They be like, I read it. It said the banks are a bar, but they didn't say anything about my rent. And I'm like, come on now. Come on. And then when I hear things like that, family, that's why I understand how important my path is, family. Okay? So for the person that doesn't understand why people come here and pay for me to read to them, because, family, people understand that they are uninformed, family. It's an accountability factor. If I was uninformed, you damn right I'm going to pay somebody that's going to read something to me that I don't comprehend. Because I know if you tell me to go read 12 USC 1431, all right, and you don't walk me through it, I'm going to read it using my current capacity. And I know my current capacity is of someone that doesn't have capacity to contract, which is a minor, because I'm over the age of 18, but I don't have the capacity to contract, which makes me a minor or a disabled person. Okay? So I like to say the very first place you could start, family, all right, is really asking yourself, why do you want to learn law? Why do you want to learn your rights? Why? Okay? Is it just so you can have a lot of cash? That's the wrong reason, family. Okay? You got to understand, why do you want to exercise your rights? It's so you can forget what day it is. Why are we remembering what day it is? Y'all know why? Because we got to keep up with our work schedule. We such on a schedule. The reason why you want to learn your rights is so you can have freedom, family. An uninformed person cannot be free. Not because somebody is holding them from freedom, it's because they're holding themselves. Imagine a plantation with no slave master. The slave master is each individual slave that's telling themselves they can't leave the plantation. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. A big plantation with no overseer. With no slave master. None. Because last time I checked, I was able to go to Google, read my rights, and nobody put a gun to my head and said, boy, stop reading. Never. So the fact that I have the right and I have the freedom to do that, do y'all think I'm going to let this stop me? No. I don't care what those folks on the other side look like. I don't care if they green, brown, purple, white, great. You don't hate those type of, great. I'm not here for that. I'm here to do business. Okay, so you can hate my guts, but you gotta respect my business. Did y'all know two people can hate each other and have a successful business? Do y'all not know how many older couples are married right now, hate each other's guts, but they have a good system going? Meaning they have a good business going? Yes. 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 Okay? So the whole purpose of all this, family, is understand it's us, family. It's not the government. It's not somebody else's race. It's not our race, okay? It's us individually. We do not understand what's going on in the economy, all right? We out here doing certain things, thinking it's going to change. It's not. We've been doing the same thing over and over and over. It's allegedly 2024. I'm the same energy that was around in the 50s, 60s, 70s. There was always some folks like myself mentioning, hey, y'all, we need to read our rights. But it was always more people that said, we ain't got time to read. We got to work. I can't lose my... You see what I'm saying, family? It was a different time, all right? It was a different time. Understand, in 1962 is when John F. Kennedy passed the Basic Bill of Rights. I just mentioned one of those rights. One of those rights was your rights to redress. Another right is your right to be heard. Another right is your right to choose. Now, what does that mean? What do y'all think it means? My right to choose. What do y'all think that means? Without thinking too hard, ask yourself, what did that right mean? My right to choose. Because that's a big right, family. You mean to tell me I didn't have the right to choose at first? You mean to tell me when I go down to the dealership and I want this car, they used to tell me I got to get that car because my credit wasn't good enough? You mean to tell me that wasn't me choosing? You mean to tell me now I got the right to choose? Now I should be able to go to the lot as long as I got capacity to contract and pick whatever I want? And they can't deter me and say, your credit score is not high enough, but I do got this station wagon over here for you. No offense for those that got a station wagon. Okay? That's basically what it is saying. All right? You have the right to safety. Now, what do y'all think they're talking about when they say you have a right to safety? Remember, we're talking about contractor, family. We're not talking about your everyday walking out the door and pew. We're not talking about that. We're talking about in contract. You have a right to safety in contracts. Meaning, you're not supposed to be taking any harm in any contracts. What does that mean? All right, misrepresentation. Being given misleading information. Is that harmful to you? Meaning if somebody slap you and then somebody asks you, was that harmful to you? And if you say things like, well, I'm okay, well, that means you're not harmed, family. You got to speak up. If somebody walks into your house right now and steals everything out your house, what is the first thing you should do? A lot of y'all gonna call your mama, call your daddy. I don't know why. Like your mama and daddy gonna come through and say, who stole my baby stuff? You need to call the police. Make a claim. So when it comes to insurance, you have your police report. So what do y'all think we need to do when we're facing violations in contracts? There is no police. Guess who the police is when we're violated in contracts? Guess who the police is, y'all? Guess who the police is? Where the police, family? Where are the investigators? Do y'all not know you have the FBI and you have the CFPB? Do y'all know who the agents are for the CFPB? Do y'all know who the agents are for the CFPB? In my opinion, let me go ahead and say that. In my opinion, because no law specifically says this. All right. In my opinion, the CFPB agents are us. Okay. The CFPB agents, it's us, family. We're supposed to investigate. We're supposed to piece together a case. All right, we got to do the evidence. We got to piece together the parties. We got to tell the claim. We got to tell what happened. We got to tell the harm. And if we don't do it right, what happens a lot of times when you file a report with the CFPB? If you don't do it with enough sufficient evidence, all right, a lot of times they just say, unfortunately, we wasn't able to find any issues. We closed your matter. I know that makes you very frustrated. It's kind of like y'all got toddlers. Y'all know how a toddler, when something happens, it's like a toddler gets straight into emotions. It's like the toddler thinks that they know what they're saying, but they're so emotional, like, and you're like, yo, what are you trying to say? What happened? And it's like they're trying to say what's going on, but they're not articulating their words right. That's exactly what's happening, family. And that's why I say, family, we're minors. We're coming to the understanding of what it means to be adult. We thought what it means to be adult is you just had to be 18. We thought that was an adult. We thought an adult was the ones that as long as you get a job, you're an adult. Family, that does not mean you're an adult. Y'all know how many minors are working? Y'all know how many minors are working? Y'all know how many minors are working? You got some folks that are 50-year-old, that are 50s or in their 60s, some in their 70s still working because they don't have capacity to contract, family. Do y'all think we're supposed to be 70 years old working? Do y'all really think we're supposed to be waiting till we're 65 to get a retirement check? Y'all just think about that. And people say that I'm wrong. Okay? If I'm wrong, what's that old saying? If I'm wrong, I don't want to be right, family. All right? If society's saying I'm wrong, 10 times out of 10, I might be right. Okay? Because whatever society is saying we need to do, okay, I'm done listening to society. I'm here to give society information. I'm not here to listen to what society has to say, because I've already been indoctrinated by society, thinking I had to work to live, thinking if I didn't have a job, I was lazy, thinking if I didn't make it to the NBA, make it to the NFL, I had to find a career. You know what I'm saying? Like really thinking like, dang, I got to find a company with some good benefits. All right. Like I don't got to think about none of that no more. Think about that. Folks finding a job for good benefits. Think about telling yourself, damn, I'm finding a company that can give me good benefits. When you control an estate. 15 USC 1615 talks about a finance charge, family. Okay, when you read 15 USC 1615, it specifically talks about what you're supposed to add in the finance charge. Did you know that you're supposed to add life insurance, health insurance, medical insurance inside all your contracts, family? 15 USC 1605. My apologies. Did I say 1615? My apologies. 1605. 15 USC 1605. All right. 15 USC 1605. All right. It's the title of that is the determination of a finance charge. Now, why did Congress have to basically explain what a finance charge is? Okay, one of those reasons was because consumers were signing contracts and paying APR rates. I'm going to say that 2 more times because I know that's going to go over somebody's head. Okay, listen. Consumers were signing contracts and paying the APR rate, family. Do y'all remember when we went over 12 USC 1431? It said that the banks are supposed to pay interest. So how come the consumer is paying interest? That's why Congress had to come up with 15 USC 1605 to determine what a finance charge is. The finance charge is the sum of all charges. Okay, that's why when you read your contract, it literally says you can either buy this car or house on credit or on cash. If you gave them a social, you financed it, right? So if you financed it, that means this was a consumer credit transaction because it dealt with your Social Security credit card, meaning cash is not supposed to be present. Okay, cash is not supposed to be present. So why did you give a down payment if in your finance charge, it doesn't say anything about a cash down payment? Oh, we done stumbled upon something. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. If it was me and I just heard that for the first time, I would be going and looking at my car contract. Going to read if in my APR, if my finance charge box, which is the 5 boxes at the top of the contract, if it says during the down payment, if it doesn't say cash, why did you give cash? They got you. The salesman told you cash, but the contract simply just said a down payment. Did you know you could have rolled over your down payment into the finance charge? We done stumbled upon something. We done stumbled upon something. Okay? Think about it. Think about it. Once you read your contract, then you can tell me I'm wrong. Okay? Go read your contract, family. Go read your contract. No matter if you have a house, okay, credit card, car. Go read your contract. It's going to be 5 boxes. It's going to the first box is going to be your APR rate. Okay, think about it. The first box is going to be your APR rate. An APR rate is the percentage the credit cost. Okay, well, that's the next box. The APR is the interest. All right, it's basically what the banks are paying you. The more you know, the less you pay, family. When you don't know nothing, you're going to be working to pay things that are already paid. Go read it. Literally says. All right. So that's why reading your contract is imperative, family. So you can make adjustments. Because you could have simply said, okay, I understand that you want a down payment. That's fine. I want to go ahead and roll that over in my finance charge. And I'm not here to give legal advice, All right, I'm not an attorney. I'm just here to make you question the things that we've been taught, and I'm here to bring awareness. Okay? All right. Treasury investing, though, how you think of that? I don't know what that has to do with anything that we're talking about right now. Somebody said the house you bought, you still don't own it. Correct. So if you don't claim it, you don't own anything. All right. All right. So always remember, family, read your contracts. It's very important. And if you read your contracts and you don't understand your contract, that's when you should get a class, family. All right. For those that don't believe somebody should, that's why you get a class, family. You go see what you can do on your own, and then you grab a class. All right. Remember, the security collateral is not the house. The security collateral is not the car. The security collateral is not the credit card that you're getting. Okay. The security collateral was the application. And how do we know that? By reading Federal Reserve Section 16, family. And hopefully those has been following me for a while. Y'all got that engraved in y'all mind. I say the same acts. I say the same laws, okay? Because that's what helped me out. That would help me kind of understand what was going on, okay? How do I understand my application is a security collateral? By reading Federal Reserve Section 16, okay? Section 16. You can read part 2 as well. All right. And it specifically says that my application accompanied with a tender of payment. A tender of payment is simply instructions on what to do with the payment that is being sent. Okay. So my tender of payment needs to be accompanied with my application. All right. It needs to be accompanied with my record the number. Okay. The application number. You want to really start taking notes of things before you send them. Okay, you want to get the application number, so now you have a reference of where that application is. So now when you send off instructions, you can add that application number in your instructions, because your instructions are going to be geared for that application. Remember, Federal Reserve Section 16 specifically talks about how we're supposed to be accompanying our applications with a tender of payment. The problem is happening, we're sending off applications and we're not giving instructions. So what happens is we're getting judged by our credit score and our credit worthiness because we aren't sending instructions. Since we aren't sending instructions, the company has to now basically handle us like a minor. Okay, they gave us application with no instructions. Okay, so let's handle it. We're going to act like the parent. All right, we're going to let them know, hey, unfortunately, we're going to have to decline. Okay. Gonna have to decline. You come back in 30 days and see if we can. But did they give you your application back? No, they did not give your security interest back because you didn't know it was a security interest. So what happened there is you went to the store, gave them money, and then they said, we don't have what you're asking for in stock, and you didn't get your money back. That's literally what just happened. So everybody that gets declined for anything, family, it's not because your credit score. Now, granted, you can use that credit score at an advantage if you are competent, but a lot of folks are not competent and focusing on a good credit score. And you got to understand, all right, if you don't want to be judged by the credit score, you have to be competent of contracting. You have to know your rights. You got to know what to say when certain things are said. And that's why family templates are not going to solve all your problems. A lot of you are looking for templates. A lot of people want templates because they say, I just need to see how it looks. It doesn't matter how it looks. It matters, can you articulate yourself? Okay? Can you let them know, hey, I got capacity to contract? And a lot of y'all are just going to try to copy the words I say. It's not here to copy words. You got to really comprehend what I'm saying. Okay, because you don't need a list of things. I'm going to say this, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say. No, because you don't know how the conversation going to go. You're going to have to basically react how they basically talk to you. And not saying you can't control it, but you're going to have to basically defend yourself. And then you can basically change the conversation around. And what I mean by change the conversation around is getting on the fact that you have a right to credit. And credit is not a privilege. And you're not supposed to be judged by a credit score because you have capacity to contract. Did y'all know? And one of the violations when you're dealing with credit is discrimination. Okay, discrimination is basically judging somebody based off sex, gender, religion. It's a number of things, but one of the most important things is age, family. Did you know you can't get discriminated by age? Do y'all really know what that means? Yep, the Credit Opportunity Act. Make sure y'all go read the Equal Credit Opportunity Act. It talks about how you can't get discriminated because of age. All right. Now, what that means is if you're over the age of 18, all right, and you have capacity to contract, a corporation cannot treat you like a minor. Family, that's basically what that means. I'm going to say it again. What that means is basically if you're over the age of 18 and you have capacity to contract, because it's two parts, family. It's not just being 18 over. It's two parts. If you're over the age of 18 and you have capacity to contract, you are an adult and you cannot be treated like a minor. Y'all understand that? Now, if I'm age of 18 and I don't have capacity to contract, I can be treated like a minor. Now, what happens is in real life situation, all right, we go forth and go try to claim credits. All right, what happens is they tell us, no, you're declined due to income debt ratio or due to your credit score being bad or due to past repo or eviction or whatever. All right, we're supposed to stand up and say, hey, I have capacity to contract and I shouldn't be judged based off a credit score. All right, I have capacity to contract and I'm coming forth to claim, all right, or to extend my self-credit. All right, y'all got to remember, we got to use banks for pass-throughs. But the problem is when the banks start acting like they're the ones that's giving us the line of credit when it's not. They're not giving us anything. It's just going through them. Does that make sense? The banks don't give us anything. The banks have powers and duties to borrow. All right, they borrow our applications and then they go monetize those applications. All right, but it doesn't come from them, family. They're just the middleman. That's it. The problem is we don't understand that. We think that they're the creditors and we like, I got to pay the bank. Family, the banks are established to pay you interest. That's why all debts are owed to the principal. The bank is not the principal. Call any corporation, ask, hey, I have a quick question. I was reading my contract. I just have a quick question. Who is the principal? And they will tell you, you're the principal. Okay, now if you understand that, now you understand that interest is owed to the principal. That's why it lets you know that you're the agent for the government name. You're supposed to be collecting interest for your principal. Okay, it's deep, family. That's what I'm saying. It's not something that you can just say, well, tell me what to say. Tell me what to do. What? This isn't Sesame Street. This isn't Simon Says, touch your knee and touch your nose. What? This ain't no kid game. This is adult. This is adulting. All right. Somebody said, how do we collect interest? By learning what interest is, goddess. By learning what interest is, goddess. All right. A lot of folks just looking for a step-by-step. My best advice is throw out a step-by-step. All right. Just focus on purpose. All right. Why is this? Why do I have the right to do this? Do I have the right to do this? A lot of folks just worry about, I just want my money. How do I claim it? You got to learn what it is first. Because if I just give you a step-by-step, you're going to be like, well, how do I do that? Well, step 2, how do I do step 2? Well, how do I do step 3? You see what I'm saying? It's like, I would just say, if you don't know where to start by reading the Bill of Exchange Act. Okay, start by reading the Bill of Exchange Act. Also, I will go read your basic consumer rights. All right, type in basic consumer rights. All right, go read what those rights are. I will even go read the Truth in Lending Act. Truth in Lending Act is very, it's a lot of information. All right, did y'all know that the Truth in Lending Act was passed in 1968? Y'all know what happened in 1968? Anybody know what happened in 1968? Anybody know what happened in 1968? Somebody say they killed John F. Kennedy. Nope, that was 62. MLK. Yep. Martin Luther King was assassinated in 1968. All right, so John F. Kennedy died in 1962. Major act was passed. Martin Luther King died in 1968. Major act was passed. Now, to some might think that the government had something to do with that. And if I was uninformed, I would think the same. But now that I'm looking at the parties and understand who would be affected by these acts, kind of pinpoints who's the culprit. Okay? All right? It's kind of like a Scooby-Doo movie. It's like, you know, when they start finding clues, it was like, and then Helga, what's her name? Phoebe? What's her name? Phoebe? The girl with the glasses? You know, she was like, it can only be Mr. Johnson. He's the only one that was working at those hours, and he's the only one that wore that type of shirt. So you got to think, who was the ones that was affected by truth in lending? Exactly. That's another thing. How does, and now I used to remember hearing people say, well, that civil rights leader dying, how does that affect the government? And then for some reason we feel like, cause it stops our movement. No, it didn't. We didn't have a movement that was even putting a dent in anything, because none of the movements would start with exercising rights. All right. So in 1968, Martin Luther King was assassinated. I think it was anybody that benefited before Truth in Lending. Truth in Lending was passed because lenders were lying. That's why they called it Truth in Lending. We didn't lend anything, so it definitely wasn't us lying. So we understand that that act that was passed in 1968 was the Congress helping consumers. Y'all understand that? Yeah, for y'all that's putting the time on it, with all due respect, please shut up, okay? You can't put a time on this. All right, folks be like, oh, do it take 5 months, 6 months? It's just going to take however much time you put in this, family. I don't never say a time, because as soon as I say you're going to learn this in 30 days, they're like, well, now you're going to be rushing to learn in 30 days. It's going to take however much time you put in this. All right, that's how fast you're going to get the comprehension. And how fast you get the comprehension is how fast you're going to get the remedy. If you don't get comprehension, you don't get remedy. If you don't put no time in, you don't get comprehension. And again, if you don't get comprehension, you don't get remedy. You see what I'm saying? So again, y'all, please stop putting the time on it. Just go read. Me personally, I think people that put a time on it is just trying to say, well, how long I got to do this before I go back to what? This is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle, family. This not no hobby. This not no temporary. I'm going to do this for, and then I'm going to go back to what? When you really learn this, you're going to really start eliminate your thoughts. Yeah, this is a 24/7 thing, y'all. To this day, I'm still studying. I still got a battle too, family. I don't just walk on the dealership and say, give me that right there. No. A lot of folks think I perceive that that's how I live, family. All right. I'm sure that there's a more efficient way, but where I am, capacity-wise, all right, the process I've been able to be successful with, all right, it's a performance. No matter where you are, okay, no matter how informed you think you are, okay, you're going to have to perform, family. You're going to have to perform. All right, they're not going to just take your document just because you're able to articulate yourself the best the situation. That's going to be like, oh my gosh, I've never heard this. I've learned something today. But what we're going to do, we're going to get this over to our team and see if they could. That's what they're going to tell you, fam. Because that person you're talking to, you're not even supposed to really be talking. Everything is really supposed to be letters. Exactly. Trump did it too. Exactly. And I'm not here to tell y'all who to vote for because I don't vote. But if I was, man, what? Trump's whole UCC is public. Okay? Trump's whole UCC that he used to get out of debts is public. And y'all was hating this guy. But anyway, I ain't gonna talk about politics. All right, but anyway, you definitely want to be informed on contract, family. Okay? Definitely want to be informed on contract. Now, I've given y'all some things to read that is free. Look, Lawana will not give Trump his credit. Lawana, what did Trump do to you? What did Trump do to you? Talk to me, Lawana. Talk to me. What did Trump do to you? Because from my aspect, man, as a business mind, this man gave, you say he called you, Lawana, when? When, Lawana? When did he call you that, Lawana? I'm going to say this one little spark. Y'all seen when Paul Pierce was telling that story about Kevin Garnett going against Dirk Nowitzki for the first time, and Dirk Nowitzki was busting his ass. Dirk Nowitzki was, oh, I didn't mean to cuss, my apologies. Oh my God, my apologies, 11-year-old. All right, but y'all, did y'all see when he said Dirk Nowitzki was punishing Kevin Garnett, and Kevin Garnett, he had to figure out some type of fuel to get his fire going because he didn't know what to do. So he was like, hey, did he call me the N-word? And Paul Pierce was like, man, he didn't say that, man. He didn't. And then KG was like, he did say that. He said it in German. Man, I died laughing because, as sometimes as melanated people, we get fuel off of, did you call me the N-word? It's like we be like finding, it's really race baiting. All right, a lot of times we be race baiting, but Lawana, you knowing damn well Trump did not say that to you if you don't stop playing. You knowing damn well he didn't say that. Okay. The reason why I like Trump is because he had white folks that didn't like him. He had brown people that didn't like him. He had green people that didn't like him. He had, so when I said, I was like, okay, this is somebody that everybody doesn't like, but most people that don't like him, a lot of them are uninformed. We can definitely say that. Can we have an honest hour right now? And again, y'all, I'm not political. I would never vote. Okay? But we can have a conversation. All right? I like the person that nobody likes. Because when I was really actually hearing what he was saying, when everybody was throwing rocks at him, when this man said he prepay all his taxes, I just was like, I wish all these peasants would just shut up and just listen to what this man is trying to say. Now I see why they was trying to shut him up. This man was telling us what we can do. Y'all remember when all that was going down? Y'all remember when the schools wasn't letting the kids come back unless they... And then Trump was going to pay parents to keep the kids at school? Did you not know there was parents saying, I need to go to work. My kids need to go to school. It sounds like these parents are using school like a daycare. That's what it sounded like to me. Man. So you got a bunch of uninformed parents saying, why are you doing this? This man was going to pay you to shut up, stay home, heal, be with your family, learn some information. I remember when all that stuff was going on. Oh my God, I learned so much information. But y'all know what a lot of folks was in the rush to do? Go back to work. Go back to work. Man. Okay. Yeah, he was against the. You know, I gotta kind of dance it off because I don't want nobody. You know, he was against the. That might be a new dance. No offense to those that. Okay, and it's not laughing matter because we have a lot of folks that lost their lives because of that. Our condolences to everyone that lost their life because of that. Okay? Now, I am one of the ones that I didn't care what was going down. You know, I told my family, man, nobody better not move. We ain't moving. Anybody move. You know, we had a couple of folks in the family that actually, okay, but, man, okay? Salute to those that stayed strong because we got a huge lawsuit on our hands, family. And we ain't gonna talk too much about that, but yes, family, Trump was telling you about prepaying your damn taxes. All right, a lot of y'all are going through tax garnishments. A lot of y'all running from the IRS when Trump is trying to tell you to be the IRS's friend. Okay, a lot of y'all is running. All right. Y'all done let a bunch of old white folks and dashikis convince you that they was going to save you. Okay? At least Trump was real with you. Like, listen, man, what do you got to lose? When he said that, y'all, I didn't even get offended. I was like, man, you right. What the hell do we got to lose? Man, I was like, you right. What do we got to lose? Obama damn sure didn't do anything. Okay? And I hope I'm hurting feelings tonight. Okay, because the truth is going to hurt your feelings, family. One thing we're going to have to learn is to defeat cognitive dissonance. Yes, let's say it again. We need to learn to defeat cognitive dissonance. Does anybody understand what cognitive dissonance is? Can somebody please put up the definition of cognitive dissonance? Okay, think about it. Yeah, refusal of the truth. Refuse to hear the truth. Saying things like, no, he did good things for us. And it's like, okay, what did he do? And then the first thing a lot of people say is, well, he did more. Well, he couldn't do nothing because he had his hands. So I said, so what is it? Did he do something or did he not do something? Did he not? Did he do something or was it that he couldn't do anything? Which one is it? Okay, which one is it? Okay, we got to understand, family. It's a show that's going on. All right, and if you're not informed, you're going to be one of the damn actors. Y'all know a big part of this show is the audience. Instead of this show, the audience is the actors too. I'm giving y'all some movie secrets right now. Okay? Okay? Right now, the audience is one of the actors. We're keeping this show on, family. A lot of y'all shut down when y'all hear the truth. A lot of y'all shut down when y'all hear the truth. Yeah, the truth can be right here in front of us. We'd be like, man, I ain't hearing that, man. I'm voting for Biden. Biden done dropped out. Goofy, now what? Now what you gonna do? Now you gonna go for the next, well, I'm voting Democrat because my daddy's daddy, not knowing that your daddy's daddy was actually Republican because Republican was for, do your research, family. Do your research. And I'm not political. Again, I don't give two F's. All right? I wouldn't waste my time standing in no damn line. I go stand in line for some shoes before I go stand in line and come on now. vote for a president when I'm already a president of my own company? Do y'all not understand? They're voting for the president of the United States, not the president of America. They're voting for the president of the United States. It's just a corporation. Okay? The president of the United States is just like the president of Walmart. The president of the United States is just like the president of T-Mobile. Okay? But who is the owner of the United States? We know who the president is, and you know the president is not the owner. So who is the owners of the United States? Well, you're looking at one of them. You looking at one. If you can see me right now, you looking at a part owner of the United States. Okay? Yeah. You looking at one. Okay? Now I want you to go in the bathroom and look in the mirror, and you're going to see another one. You're going to see another one. All right? But again, if I did vote, with the information I have now, it's a no-brainer who I would vote for. It's no-brainer. I'm going to the guy that has literally discharged debts using security instruments. I'm going to literally go to the guy that says he prepaid his damn taxes. Why wouldn't I follow him? What? Well, the one that talking about something I hear every time it come out of his mouth. What? I wish I had me a Make America Great Again. I'll throw it all right now. What? Yeah, we need to make America great again. Get back to reading. Okay? Get back to reading. Because an uninformed person that hears that phrase, and that's what I know, like, this dude is a marketing genius. Because when I first heard the Make America Great, I was like, what are you trying to do? Make white folks control black folks again? That was my thought. And I'm sure there's a lot of thoughts of the folks that look like me. Our first thought was, what are you about to do? Try to take us back to slavery? Huh? What are you about to do? A lot of us thought that. Okay? But once I started getting informed, like, Make America Great Again, meaning he wants to stop all these foreign companies from doing business inside of the United States. Yes, I said, wait, okay. Because a lot of our things are made outside of the United States. And Trump seen this. He also seen how Hillary Clinton was making deals with China. Also said, hey, we might need to look into her laptop. But everybody was worried about what he was saying instead of worried about the message. Man, oh man, I might go have to buy me some Trump gear. Man, you say he caused it. He caused what? He caused what? He caused what? Luana, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? You know what amazes me? A lot of people forget Trump's beginnings. Did y'all know a lot of hip-hop artists loved Trump before he was running for president? Because Trump gave a lot of artists loans. Some of our favorite legends got loans from Trump. Yes. Yeah. So all of a sudden, he started running from president. He knew what to say, when to say it. He'd been able to sit back and watch what's been going on. He's been watching presidents get bought over and over and over and over. Do you not know how much the president actually makes? I bet I make more money than the president's yearly salary. Okay? All right? I probably make more money than the president's yearly salary in 4 months. Okay? So can y'all go look that up? Go look it up. Look how much it is. Look how much it is. Look how much it is to get paid to be the president. Anybody who votes for Kamala is a goofy. All right? Yeah. So come on now. Come on now. $250,000. What? Some of us got that. What? Yeah, he gave a bunch of people money. He gave a bunch of people money. Yeah, Trump, man, he didn't need no. The problem and the reason why your big wigs like Bill Gates and all of them, they didn't like Trump because they couldn't pay Trump. Don't you know when you have a $250,000 salary, it's easy for a billionaire to come in your ear and say, hey, I got $70 million for you. All I need you to do is throw this clause in the next bill that's signed. And then boom! Now you got 3 bathrooms. Man, y'all, it gets crazy, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. Boom! Now you got 3 bathrooms. We only needed 2 bathrooms. But for some reason, when Barack Obama came, for some reason, now we need 3 bathrooms. Boom! I wonder how much was paid for there to be 3 bathrooms. Now, y'all might think I'm getting off topic. I'm really not. It's all connected to one another. See y'all gonna get my page shut down. All right? Okay? Understand, family, these presidents, okay, a lot of them are bought. The reason why I appreciated Trump, because you can't buy him. He already had money. What you gonna say, Trump, I got 70 million for you? Like 70 million? 70 million? Don't you know I just discharged 350 million? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? 70 million? What the fuck are you talking about, Bill? What are you talking about, Warren Buffett? No. No, I ain't putting that goofy clause. No. Bill, stop calling me. What? Warren, stop calling me. Families, stop calling me. No, I'm not putting that in there. No. Boom. I know what y'all did to my homeboy John F. Kennedy brother. No. Boom. Y'all, it's deep, y'all. We laughing, but we are really watching a movie. We're really watching a movie, really a redemption story. I might be saying a little too much. We're really watching a redemption story. If you don't know the connection with Trump and John F. Kennedy, my friend, you need to wake up. All right? Because you're probably lost. Sad that old ass Biden falling off bikes. All right? Done fell out the race. All right? And a lot of y'all should be falling out your damn seats for even thinking somebody of his caliber or of his capacity. What? You imbeciles. Okay? You yellow bellies. All right? But again, if you don't know history, it's going to repeat itself. All right? That's why I had to really understand the timeline. Like, oh my God. Trump is supposed to be the guy that kicks the door down. Okay. Let him. But we got a lot of people stopping the prophecy from happening. Let this dude expose. Okay, what's going on? It's already meant. Do y'all not watch The Simpsons? It's already, somebody gonna be laughing like, this dude said The Simpsons. All right, did you not see The Simpsons? Y'all, it's going to happen. Let the prophecy happen, all right, because it's supposed to happen. Now I see why that's going to happen, because he going to say what we need to hear. Now, let's not let what's supposed to happen go into vain and really capitalize like, oh, snap. It's going down, family. It's going down. Yeah, you can't look at this with emotion. It's going down. Because it doesn't really matter what anyone really thinks. All right, because the inevitable is happening. So somebody can say this, say that. It never was happening. Okay, hell yeah. What? We gonna have go Trump. Oh snap, go Trump. Okay, but don't let that stop you from buying any of my classes that'll help you with your contract, because it doesn't matter who you vote for. All right, you still need to know contracting. Okay, yes, it's a lot of things going on in the world, family. There's a lot of things going on in the world. Okay, and I don't really know how much longer. Not saying it's scary, that'd be good. I don't know how much longer it's going to be like this. Okay, that could be like 10 years, but family, y'all gotta understand how, I ain't gonna say bad, how not good things are. Okay, Trump did some amazing things, family, on the private side that the news channels would never say. All right, so if y'all can find Trump's UCCs, it's online. I have a mentorship coming up in September. If you need a more in-depth class, all right, September we're going over how to properly look at your taxes, how to properly file an endorsement, submit your endorsement. All right, how to properly build a case if you're being violated. All right, again, this is not legal advice, just information. All right, on what to do if you're violated in a contract. All right, now that September mentorship is $2,000, family. I'm not a man that hides prices. I like to kind of tell the price what it is, so you can kind of see that's what you like. If not, I do have classes that are online right now. All right, to celebrate us hitting 88,000 followers on Instagram. All my classes are $88 each. Okay. Or you can get 4 of my classes for a price of $300. All right. So, yes. All right. Those classes are available right now. Payment, no, Zelle is for the mentorship. But if you want a class just online, you want to click on the link in my bio. The payment processor is back jumping, is back rolling. So, but if you want a class, you can purchase it through there. Now, if anybody want to enter my mentorship, that is $2,000. And you do have to Zelle that. All right, so just DM me, say I'm Zelle ready, so we can go ahead and get you squared away for the mentorship that's coming in September. Me and Dev Hawk has a child support class on August 10th and August 11th. Dev Hawk will be basically breaking down how to eliminate child support, family. Not eliminate your responsibilities for that child, but it's going to eliminate the state's hold over you. All right, because we don't need the state telling us what to do, when to do it, because we have capacity to contract. And once we have capacity to contract, all obligations are settled. All right, so that is on August 10th for anybody that has child support, and you're behind on child support, you're facing jail time. All right, come on down August 10th. That class is going to be online as well. Okay, that class is $100, family, for 2 classes. That's $100 for August 10th and August 11th. So basically, you're getting 2 classes for $100. All right, that link is in my bio as well. It's actually the first link where it says no more child support. All right, now that title is a little misleading because when somebody sees it, their first thought says, well, now the child is not getting support. No, family. We're eliminating the state, and the child still gets support because the state is holding the escrow account. The state is holding the interest that only the mother and the father can tap into. All right, conversation for another day. All right, so yes, the Supreme Court has already ruled child support being unconstitutional. All right, so for any man or woman that feels like child support is warranted, I would have to say you're simply uninformed. Okay, so those are the announcements for the day, family. I'll go live tomorrow to do some Q&A. Probably same time tomorrow, we're going to do a Q&A for any questions that anyone want to ask. If I can answer it, I'll answer it. I don't know everything. All right, there's still things I'm learning myself on things I don't even talk about. All right, so just understand, family, you always want to be evolving. Always want to evolve. Always want to evolve. You never want to be the smartest one in the room. You always want to be the baby in the room. You always want to be the baby in the room when it comes to information, because when you're the baby, you can soak in information. And once you become the smartest in the room, it's time to get out that room. Okay, so those are the announcements. Again, family, my payment process is back rolling. For those that are interested in any class, okay, all classes are 88, meaning you can get one class for 88, come back and get another class for 88. All right, but again, this sale is only lasting for 1 week. All right, this is a 1 week sale. All right, the next discount that we will have will be at 100,000 followers. 88 is a big number. For those that don't know what 8 represents, it represents abundance. And if y'all haven't noticed, 8 is the only number that resembles an infinite sign. So an infinity. Okay, so think about an infinity sign. All right, sideways 8. When you turn it upside, it looks like 8. So that's it's infinite, meaning it's abundant, meaning it never stops. Okay, meaning it's abundance. That's what 8 stands for. I love this so much, I put it on my face 3 times. Not once, twice, 3 times. Okay, all right, so I'll understand why we love 8 so much over here, family. All right, numerology is definitely a major thing in this journey. Understanding signs, understanding numbers. All right, before I really started on my journey, I was seeing a bunch of the same numbers: 444, 333, 666. I seen 757 a bunch of times. All right, and then I started seeing the number 9. I know 9 means transition. Okay, I started seeing 9s. I said, okay. And then I started seeing 8s. And when I started seeing 8s, that's when the abundance started coming in. All right, I literally started having to think about finances. Literally started really understanding what being financially literate means. Okay, financial literacy means having the capacity to contract. Financial literacy is not moving money, family. It's not moving money. Okay, so with that being said, I'm gonna put this live up. Hopefully folks can go through it, get some beans, get some information that you need. All right, we talked about a lot of information in the beginning about contracts and APR rates. All right, we talked a lot about 15 USC 1605. Remember, y'all, Title 15, every time I say 15 USC anything, remember, truth in lending is Title 15, meaning Title 15 came out in 1968. 1968, Martin Luther King was assassinated. So that's how powerful Title 15 is, because somebody did want you to learn or notice what was passed during that time. All right, y'all, with that being said, y'all, peace, love, happiness, in the words of Marvin Gaye. All right, make sure y'all read, make sure y'all stay due diligent, make sure y'all tap in with a class, okay? Not saying you can't learn this on your own, but why? Why? Why be a hero? All right, tap in, family. Peace.